It's Super Bowl week, which means a whole bunch of things, but most importantly for mock drafting purposes, Mocking the Draft has a brand new mock with a brand new #1 overall pick. That would be UCF quarterback Blake Bortles. At #1, the only thing that he offers that Teddy Bridgewater does not, because I still think Bridgewater is a better overall pure passer, is the fact that he is larger. And in the AFC South with improving defenses, you look at Robert Mathis, you look at Jarrell Casey, Jacksonville's defense is improving. He may be able to absorb more hits, and he's slightly more mobile than Bridgewater. I still don't know about it, but there it is, #1. #2, we have Jadeveon Clowney in a trade. St. Louis actively trying to shop the #2 overall pick. They have defensive ends already. Jadeveon Clowney clearly the best defensive player in this draft. Atlanta with a need. The Falcons can grab Clowney here. The fact that they can get the best pass rusher in this draft, that's a huge win for Atlanta. #3, Teddy Bridgewater to Jacksonville. Huge win for the Jaguars. They have their quarterback of the future, the best pure quarterback in this draft. No argument there. Gus Bradley, if he can grab him there, hooray. #4, Johnny Manziel. Cleveland has made no qualms about the fact that they are going to be loving Johnny Manziel if they can grab him. They've said they'd trade up to get him. Johnny Manziel to Cleveland. We've been saying it all along. We're going to keep saying it today. #5, Jake Matthews, Texas A&M tackle. We don't know what's going to happen with Oakland's offensive line situation in free agency, but he's a talent that can lock down either side for a decade to come. He's that talented, he's that good, and should be able to pave the way for years to come. All right, let's skip around a little bit. St. Louis, if they did trade that pick, at #2, they're at #6. We still have them grabbing Sammy Watkins, the best receiver in this draft. Don't like them investing in a receiver this early in the first round, especially since they invested so heavily last year with Tavon Austin and Stedman Bailey. Still don't buy Sam Bradford as a franchise quarterback for the next 8 to 10 years, so I'm sort of not so good on that. Okay, let's go to the Titans at #11. CJ Mosley, I actually really do like this pick on the inside at linebacker. Comes from Alabama, comes from that great defensive system, is athletic and talented enough, has the experience to go sideline to sideline and really help out a Tennessee front that not so good against the run, in particular last season. They could take all the help that they could get. I like him there. All right, let's go to Chicago at #14. Kony Ealy, I love this pick a lot. Chicago, all sorts of issues on the defensive side of the ball last season. Kony Ealy, while still a little bit raw, got better and more dominant over the course of the season for Mizzou last season. You get to the quarterback, you get in the backfield, that solves every single issue you can have on defense. #18, Marquise Lee to the Jets. The Jets have been searching for a receiver for a long time. And Marquise Lee, his 2013 wasn't his 2012 or his 2011, had some injury issues, was inconsistent, a little bit complacent, had drops, but his ceiling as an all-purpose, all things considered receiver might be a little bit higher than Sammy Watkins. He's able to return kicks. He's terrific with the ball after the catch. Sammy Watkins still the best receiver, but Marquise Lee's ceiling, real intriguing if he pans out for a team like the Jets. #20, Derek Carr. The Cardinals with the suspect offensive line, but they have a short-term quarterback in Carson Palmer, so Carr wouldn't be expected to come in right away and deliver. Wouldn't take a million hits like the Cardinals offensive line is prone to let a quarterback do, but the Cardinals offensive line does get a little bit better, and they do have skill talent investing in running backs. They still have Larry Fitzgerald, so it's a pretty good situation. I do like Carr there. And finally at #32, Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle from Pitt, won every single major defensive award in college football last season, because he was the most dominant defensive player in college football in 2013. Gets in every single backfield, led college football in tackles for loss, had 11 sacks from the defensive tackle position. In Seattle, with their uncertainty along the defensive line with free agency coming up, especially in the interior, Aaron Donald in the first round falling to like that 31-32 position, enormous steal. If you're a 49er fan, you have to hate the idea of Aaron Donald going to Seattle. He locks down a spot on that defensive line for years to come. All right, who's too high? Who's too low? Did your team grab the right player? Did your team screw up? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you next week.